Okay, today I'd like to help you go through the difficult things in your life, things that really matter, and you feel that you can't reach that goal because it's too difficult for you. Like it's not for me, okay? Or I need to first reach this step, then this step before I can reach this goal, okay? All that is overly complicated in our mind, and it's always subjective and wrong, okay? I want to give you an example because everything works this way, and we can see where is the trap, what is difficult, what is not, and why it's overly complicated, okay? At least in our mind, only in our mind. When you have something that you resent to do, you don't really want to do, I don't know, a chore, something, a work, something you don't want to do. The more you think about it, the more it becomes difficult and you don't want to do it. And it's difficult and it's boring and it's so difficult to do it. But that is the difficult part, actually. If you just decide, okay, stop, I'll do it no matter what, I do it now. And you decide to do it, to stop whatever you think and say, I do it anyway, and you start doing what you want. It's okay. We all know that. It's okay. Once you've done it, it's cool, good. Yeah, good. Why have I waited so long to do that? Okay? And that's always the same kind of things that happen in our mind. There are a whole bunch of stories in our mind that creates emotions. Because of the stories, creates emotion. Emotions create stories. Yeah, it's difficult. Yes, and you feel it. And that's the difficult part for everything. So I know that for a chore or work you have to do in the day, it's a little thing. You can overcome that. For bigger things in our life, it's like more emotional. It's like more gripped in us. It's more like if we can't move forward, okay. But it's exactly the same thing. So whenever there is an attitude, maybe you have you want to change in your life, something you want to do, and you need to improve that, little by little, or at least do again and again. You're going to, in a way, go from one state where you do it and you say, yeah, I can do it, okay, and in a state where there is some kind of inertia that comes back, with emotional inertia, okay, that feels it's difficult. Why am I doing that? It's not for me, or I'm not allowed to do that. A lot of stories in our mind, and emotions that we can feel, okay? And that you're going to go from one state to another, okay? The only thing there is to remember that it's like when you have something you have to do, you don't want to do it. It's the thinking, it's the emotions you feel that are difficult and that are totally subjective, okay? They are totally subjective. That means that they don't exist by themselves. You have to feed them, to nurture them, so that they continue to be there. When you realize that, every time you feel that's difficult, you just have to point out that and say, okay, it's just an emotion. It's just an emotion. It's false. You can feel it, but you label it, saying it's an emotion. It's false. It's subjective. It's not the truth. What I want is that, and you focus on what you enjoy in that, why it's so good once you've done that, once you've changed that, once you've reached this goal. Because this goal, this attitude, this new you is as real as, the you that you feel can't reach this goal. Both are as true. There is just more emotions there, and you're like stuck there emotionally, because potentially both are there. So if you label that as, yeah, it's just an emotion, it's not true. You stop feeling it. It's like, starting to release its grip, and you focus on, hey, that is so good. I enjoy that so much. And that becomes more and more real. Okay? So you have just to change in your mind and to label that's false, that's as true as what I feel now. Okay? Juggle with that, change that. If you want more on this topic, I have created a full training on training.soundscrazy.net. Okay, it's free, and you have a lot of things to do that is really going to change, everything for you. So have a great life because you deserve it. It's all happening there.